What is good? What is good? This is Daz Bones back and better than ever, and I am with
Monkey D. Michael.
And this is the One Piece 1019 recap review, all of that good, man. This is, like, what was the name of it? Triceracopter? Like, say that 10 times fast, bro.
Oh,
like, this was another epic chapter by Oda, and, like, another 10 out of 10, man. He really can't miss. I feel like we've been, like, just repeating ourselves over and over. Week after week, we say that, oh, it's another... Like, to start off, we get Sanji and Queen going at it. Like, in the first couple pages, we get a quick perspective from them, and he's just dishing out a bunch of lasers. We saw he has a mechanical arm with his legs, with his arm and his tail, and that's, well, not his leg, but his tail and ponytail, and then his arm, and he's just dishing all that out to Sanji.
We got a little Dr. Octopus in One Piece, like, finally, it's pretty awesome. But then we also get to hear Sanji commenting on, you know, Frank might being interested in this technology himself. So we gotta wonder, like, is this technology that Queen has obtained through both Mad and Judge, that he's combined into one cyborg?
Yeah, we know that he was a part of that. A couple chapters back, he mentioned that he was a part of that group, but he considered that ages ago. So we're gonna see what type of, like, devil fruit combinations that he can mix into some of that tech, and that's really dope. After that's what, like, that little perspective, we get Zoro and we get the good doctors again, and Zoro's really just going back and forth with them about if he's gonna get the shot with the bandages off that he's wrapped in because my boy is mummified, or is he gonna take the shot with them on. I don't know how it's gonna work, but
I don't think the Minks are all that worried about it. I think you're gonna get this shot.
Like, whatever you like it or not, we need you for the war. That's not gonna be the thing that stops us. But after we get that funny little moment, we revert back to the GOAT Luffy, and it was great to see that he is finally starting to wake up a little bit. It was like, what did the Heart Pirates need to bring him back? They didn't need medicine. They didn't need any type of, like, herbs or shots or anything like that, like they suggested. When he coughs up the water, he said, I need some food, man. But man, it was a great moment just to see that he's not down for the count, and just to not get too hung up on that. As soon as we get the quick little next perspective shift, the main event is my boy General Franky holding it down once again. Like, we get the headliners letting him know that don't worry about these grunts anymore, because they've been steering you away from the main fight. Just focus on Sasaki. And however did my boy focus on Sasaki?
It was actually pretty interesting because, you know, like, I really obviously got the Megazord vibes with the V Flash and everything, and also I thought it was really interesting that Franky had enough intuition, I guess, that the belly was where he was aiming for. But I will say this, that Saki has an extremely weird fruit. I never thought that the shield of the head could kind of rotate like that. That was pretty interesting.
Yeah, the way that he had the different quirks into his devil fruit was weird. I don't think Kaku is the next best comparison I could think of to somebody who shouldn't. Them having an animal devil fruit doesn't mean that, like, a giraffe doesn't actually do that, but maybe it's a certain level of devil fruit control. This man started spinning.
It looks so weird. I still, like, I keep thinking about it, and I chuckle to myself every time because I'm like, I think this might be the weirdest devil fruit I've seen thus far.
Yeah, man, I can't wait to see how that gets animated, because I think that'll do it a bit more justice. But as soon as he starts to dish that out along with his helix blades with him, which is pretty dope, that also spin.
They're mechanical blades, so it seemed like they were spinning amongst themselves. It was actually really interesting. I think I've seen that in a couple of anime aside from this as well.
He was killing all the headliners that were betraying him, and then he was saying, I'm about to take this to the live floor, man, because I'm going back on everybody that betrayed us. I want the smoke. Franky,
let's not forget though that the smoke that he wanted ended up rejecting him about 50 feet back when he was trying to charge at Franky.
Oh man, yeah, Franky gave him a crazy general cannon for one thing to knock him back in the air.
Yes, sir.
And then he got to dish out a couple different laser beams. We saw him hit him with one initially to knock him up, but once he again gets a direct Tricera bullet that he dishes out when he just propels himself, Franky was able to grab a hold of him and pull off a suplex. And after that, my boy Ejectocito right up out of the suit, and he does a nice a general throw up the rock diamond laser beam straight into his gut, bro. And that was the end of
beautiful.
Sasaki, bro. We
Well,
love to see
so far that we know, we can't. Oda has a he nails it in the coffin when they're done. So
I may have
we
spoke
can't-
a little too soon.
Just
but
a little bit, maybe.
Hopefully my boy got it done, but it was just crazy to see him really be able. This battle was so well choreographed, and be able to see him dish out everything that he has. We got to see the entire arsenal. We saw some wrestling moves because we know that he's a brawler, and then we also got to see some of the cyborg in him with the different laser and cannon attacks too. So we got to see all the Franky, man, and it was great. It was great to see that, and it was also great to see what we finished off at, because this may be one of the craziest cliffhangers. I mean, like, Wano's been full of cliffhangers.
Oh, yeah.
But tell us about
Hardcore.
this live cliffhanger we get at the end of the chapter.
I mean, at the end of this chapter, we get Kaido and Yamato fighting out here, right? And Kaido's like, I didn't mean for you to have this fruit. Like, I searched so hard for this fruit. And Yamato's like, well, I was hungry. And it was there.
It was available to me.
Yep,
Like
total Luffy response, by the way, and that's why she's probably gonna mesh very, very well with the. Honestly, I think it was crazy to see the form. It almost seemed like she had some smoke that was reminiscent of Luffy's Gear 4 smoke. But she also had some long arms. She looked fox-like, but we also know that it can't be a kitsune fruit. But it was really interesting to see this hybrid form that she's putting out.
yeah,
right
it's
now.
gotta be, to me, it's gotta be a mythical zone. Like,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Kaido does not trip over anything less, and for him to have such a rare devil fruit, you know that he has to have his son with something of the highest degree. I think maybe he had high hope for Yamato, and if it was not for him, then it could be some mystery character. I mean, that's still
that's the real question, is who was this fruit actually meant for? Because he said himself, like, I never wanted you to have the fruit. But Yamato even said, like, I ate it, I didn't want to, I didn't realize it was gonna do this to me, but now I'm here. I've been beaten by you by hundreds of times, but I'm stronger now, and I'm here to, like, hold down.
Exactly. Yeah, she's just trying to pull her weight as a straw hat. So she knows that it's like Odin would do the same, and if I'm trying to embody that, that's where I gotta bring the same smoke, man. And I guess those are definitely the two biggest questions that we need to get answered, hopefully in the next couple chapters. Like, what is Yamato's devil fruit, and who was it for originally if Kaido did not originally want it for her, man?
Especially if he was searching for it, then he had to have known about it previously. So was it someone he was a crewmate with, or what have you? That's also a good question, I think, is there to ask.
Man, so much more in store from Oda, so many more questions to be answered coming very soon, man. Can't wait to see more from Oda and more like One Piece greatness, man, because once again at an all-time high, man. All this different content's at an all-time high, man. Like, our content's gonna be at an all-time high, man. So please tune in with us. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe, because we're gonna be ramping up the quality.
Yes,
we're gonna be diversifying the content, man. So rock with us, man. This has been Daz Bones.
And Monkey D. Michael.
You know the lotus always blooms twice.